Can you hear me, Jermaine? Oh, good. You can hear me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Man, I'm sorry about yesterday. I'm so sorry about what happened yesterday. That was a nightmare. Hey, Jermaine, do you mind if I make you a moderator? Okay, I just made you a moderator, Jermaine. So saying we have 9 people. I'm only seeing you though. So perfect. Thank you. Hi, Teresa. Oh, you see 7? Oh, on my end, I see 12, Jermaine. Hi, Rosie or Rose. How are you? Hi, Lourdes. So should I just wait a couple more minutes? I just put it on a post on YouTube that I was going to do a live. I am so sorry about what happened yesterday, you guys. I was having like serious tech issues with this YouTube live stream stuff. So about Hucka Sanders? Yeah, we're going to talk about that today in this grand tableau for Teresa. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump in if you guys are okay with that. So this is Donald Trump's grand tableau that we did. I'm jumping into part 3. And we're seeing here, let me see. Let me see here. About that book and Hucka Sanders, this is a woman up here with the snake. She's the queen of clubs, and she's got the book right below her. The book is in the house of Fox. That's someone that wrote a book about their work, about their job. There's another woman here as well. She's a celebrity, and she brings bad weather. Okay, he's going to have problems with her down the road. This is also another woman here with the snake, and that would be SS. Because the snake lands in its own house. So we're looking at SS. One brings hope. The one behind her is bad weather. The woman here, it looks like KC. She has knowledge of these, but it's like she's not directly involved in it. There is, hi, Noelle. There's another woman here with the crossroads. This woman is of 2 lands. She comes from 2 places. Her father was in a boating accident, and she's kind of worried about the same fate here. She has a mark on her, or a target on her. Not right now, because this is the present. Down the road, she may be on the run, running away with this diagonal here. But she's scared of the same fate of her father having a boating accident here. I'm wondering if Teresa T-Barb is here, because I wanted to point something out for her. Let me see. Hi, Marie. I got to call you later, because this YouTube stuff is like, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm thinking this is just laying the crossroads is the Queen of Spades. She's got the boat or the ship in the house of Bear above her, and then it's got the scythe. Was her father in a boating accident of some sort? Do you guys know? Hey, Scott. Was G String's father in a boating accident? Okay, yeah, she's fearing the same. So not right now, but like as time progresses, she may be on the run because she's afraid of that here. Um, also, Trump here, I had to look it up on the internet yesterday because I was saying properties shutting down, change of residence, but there's a park that's closing, a big grassy area, and I wasn't quite sure about that, so I looked it up on the internet. Did you guys know that there's a state park um, in New York that's named after him? Um, Maybe that's the one that closes down, or not closes down, but they take his name off of it somehow because it's not his anymore. Even though it's a state park, his name is on it, but it looks like they take him off. Um, Also here, he's got the lilies right below his feet. If the lilies were above him and close by, that would be a person of integrity, a person of virtue, honesty, and wisdom, but it's right below him, so he's kind of stepping on it. So this is no virtue, no honesty. This person here, this is also another man who's been around 30, 35 years. He may have a some sort of a debate with a new person. I'm thinking this is Mitch McConnell, quite possibly Mitch McConnell. Um, and he's getting the news about what's going on, and he's quite worried about it. His wife is over here with the bouquet and the Queen of Spades. Um, she's under investigation currently right now. She's got the fox right above her. They're looking into her and him for something to do with money. Either, I don't know if this is the IRS, a bank. She's in the Department of Transportation, but the ship is way over here. So I don't know if they're going to start looking at her money or the money in her office, but she's being investigated. And this guy here, McConnell, is not. He's worried. He's worried about what's coming up. I wanted to I was watching Tom Hartman yesterday, and he had reported that they're saying now that Jared Kushner may have been involved with the dismemberment, the death of Khashoggi.
It's starting to look like Jared Kushner might be the guy who authorized Khashoggi's.
Can you guys hear that?
Or at least his arrest, and that possibly Erdogan tape recorded that, and that's what he's using to blackmail Donald Trump into pulling our troops out of Syria. It's mind-boggling. Check it out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. There's some just absolutely mind-boggling reporting from the Daily Mail is kind of a staple of British media. And the Daily Mail a while ago bought a magazine called The Spectator, which is a 190-year-old conservative British weekly magazine that principally focuses on politics and on current events. So this report came from The Spectator. And I haven't seen it really migrate anywhere else. But, hang on, because this may well turn into a huge big thing. And the article actually uses a somewhat different frame that I think probably they should have. But the article is called 7 Whistleblowers. It's over at spectator.us. And they say a source tell us that House Democrats trying to impeach Donald Trump have no less than 7 intelligence whistleblowers. So you've got the original whistleblower that Trump is trying to punish by outing him, so that Christine Blasey Ford, her life is still not back to normal. She's still getting death threats. He wants to punish the whistleblower. How dare you out my administration, kind of thing. And Devin Nunes and all these Republicans are trying to do the same thing. The whistleblower said, "Yeah, I'll sign some." But anyhow, so you've got that whistleblower. Then you've got Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman, who testified. He's a whistleblower. only he's, a public with a public face. There's Tim Morrison, the National Security Council's director for European and Russian affairs. He testified before Congress. That's 3 whistleblowers. But the other 4 are real interesting. We don't know who they all are. But according to this report, one of them is saying that there was a call, and this is another one of these Trump calls that goes into the safe, right? And I guess the question around all this, for the hour, as it were, is what is the state of our democracy, and how do we recover this? If Jared Kushner in the White House told Mohammed bin Salman, yeah, fine, go after Khashoggi. I mean, that's what's being alleged here.
So, yeah, I saw that on the news yesterday, on Tom Hartman's channel, and I was like, holy crap. We had done a grand tableau, let me see here, on Jared Kushner, and I believe it was back in September that we did that one, and I had to break it up into two parts. Let me see if I can find it. There's Giuliani. Let me see, you guys, because I want to bring that back up for review. Because when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, that's insanity. Yeah, here it is. Okay, do you guys mind if we review the grand tableau for Kushner? We did this September 24th, and I was going from October of this year to April 2020. So, and Khashoggi's death and dismemberment was like huge in his grand tableau. So I'm going to put that up so we can go over it again if you guys are cool with that. Perfect. Don't mind. Please do. All righty. Okay. So I remember, where's the coffin? This was here. Where's the coffin? It was this right here. Can you guys see the cards okay? Okay. Okay, 12. One. And 26. 16. 13. 27, 23. 7. 11. The tree was here. The lilies was next to that. Okay. Over there. 26. Six and 19. 24. 33. 6. 32. 20. 21. Oops. This was in its own house. 21, 25. 18. 3, 4. Okay. All righty. Can everybody see that okay? I'm sorry, my lighting's like not super good. Hi, Neil. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jermaine. I tried to film it with my webcam and it's not, that was the tech issue I was having yesterday. It was like, it doesn't find my webcam now for some reason. So I am so sorry that it's blurry. I'm having to use the webcam that is on my computer. So I hope that that's not too bad. So when we did Jared Kushner's Grand Tableau, I had said that there was a conversation that they were keeping in a black box. I didn't look down here to the stars. That would be the server. But I had said that it was a super secret black box that's highly confidential, that there's conversations in there. Well, that's turning out to be the server. I had said, because this is the first thing that opened up his Tableau, was there's something really important going on with the passing of the investigative reporter Jamal Khashoggi, his dismemberment, because we have the scythe in the house of Fox. That was the main thing that was coming in for him. And then today, did it come up on CNN what Tom Hartman was talking about yesterday? It's a little bit dark. Let me see if I can, hold on. Is that a little bit better? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Oh, there's papers. There's other papers that are reporting what Tom Hartman was talking about, because I saw the ones that are coming out from the UK. Hi, Ona. Everybody say hello to Ona. She's here. Hi. So Ona, I'm going to make you a moderator as well, okay? There you go, ma'am. The mooch, okay, Jermaine is saying the mooch was talking about it. No way. He was talking about it on CNN? The mooch was on CNN talking about this? That's insanity. That's insanity. I mean, I trust Tom Hartman. You know, he's a very good, progressive investigative reporter. I don't know much about the sources that are coming out of the UK. But I do trust his judgment. So when I heard that, I was like, holy crap. But that's what was coming in for his tableau, the death and dismemberment of Jamal Khashoggi. And for some reason, I kept saying there's a conversation that's in a super secret classified black box because of these. Well, that's the server. And I guess, and here's MBS over him. He's over Kushner here. Here's that, those hotels or apartment buildings. It's a tower that has a lot of residences. That's there. And then they're now saying that Erdogan had bugged the embassy where Jamal Khashoggi had gone to get the paperwork for his marriage to be able to marry his wife. I think it was citizenship. And that's where he was arrested by MBS's gang of criminals and subsequently murdered. And they're saying that Erdogan has voice records of everything that took place between MBS and Kushner. And that's what he used to roll over Trump, to blackmail him. So based off of this tableau, where do you guys want me to look? Because I mean, there's just so much here that I told you guys when I did this, I was like, I'm not going to catch everything. I can only see what's like super important because there's just so many layers that I can't see it. So where do you guys want me to look? Because this is Trump here. And one of the really big things that was coming in for Kushner's grand tableau was the birds was in the house of bouquet. The bouquet is in the house of birds. They have the conversations. And also he was giving MBS secrets via verbal communication. And then the fish lands in its own house. So it's all about the money, exchanging secrets and information, perhaps stuff that he was getting out of classified meetings or getting into classified information, taking stuff out and then verbally transferring it to MBS. Let me see. So what do you guys want me to look at here in this tableau? The phone conversations. Okay, so the phone calls, the birds is in the house of bouquet, bouquet is in the house of birds. He's verbally, there's a verbal, a phone call, a conversation, a meeting, but whatever he gave them was, he was taking stuff out of secret classified stuff and just transmitting it verbally to MBS. There is some trouble here. While he was doing that, he's betraying the government or betraying an institution or an enterprise. But there's a lie here as well. There's something that he has said that it's false. Something he said that's false, something, a conversation about a child. So I'm wondering if what's his face, Kushner, was also involved with MBS to dig up dirt on Biden's child here, because this way here, it's the whistleblower. Here's a conversation about a child that they're keeping secret here. That's in the server as well, 8, 9, 10. That was revealed here. So I'm sure that he was involved with MBS in that conversation for Khashoggi, as well as trying to come up to get some sort of an offer to investigate the Biden's kid. But it's tied to the conversation that he had about Khashoggi somehow. But he's lying. He lied about something on a transcript or a document that is foreign. I don't know if this is in regards to some sort of a fake passport, because the letters in the house of ship, and then you have, so that would be paperwork to travel, to go somewhere, a foreign document, a foreign paper, but it's false. It's not good. It's false. So I'm wondering if he's got false passports as well. How are we going to get what's in the secret server? Well, here's the server here. A black box that has confidential information that is housing conversations and technology. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult because it's surrounded by negative cards here. It's going to take a long time. There may be a subpoena coming. There's a subpoena coming in for Kushner this way. But he's not the one that has access to that. It's this guy. He's the one that has the key to this, Trump. because he lands back in the house of Key. Actually, no, he doesn't. I'm sorry, I lied. The Key lands in the house of 1615, lands back in the house of his dad, of Trump, and Trump is in the house of Man, and he is over here. That's over. It's like it's blocked and delayed. And if this is the server here, technology, if we follow it this way, look how bad it is. And it's bad here and here. It looks like it's going to take a while to get the stuff out of the server, and it's going to have to come through some sort of. But here's a subpoena for Kushner to go to court this way. And like I said, money laundering. There's a conversation in that server as well that has to do with money laundering. This way. This way. What the hell are they money laundering? Well, I'm trying to catch up with your comments. I'm sorry. It could be his security clearance, but if this is something that's secret, this is his access to that secret. It gets cut off here, and he gets blocked off of it here. He gets blocked here and here. I do remember reading that article yesterday that they did revoke his clearance temporarily, though. It was temporarily because he was verbally transmitting secrets to MBS, and the CIA caught on to it and took his clearance. But he has it back. I think it was Trump that got involved and told him to give it back. Over slumlord activities, that could be this right here. This is a large building that, like, this could be apartments, hotels, townhomes, but he's got a subpoena this way. And he knights over here to the whip. That's him litigating something. And you know what's interesting? This right here is probably, even though it's not any character cards, the character card falls right here. This is probably Erdogan, an institution that is symbolized by a moon. So this is probably Turkey here. I don't know who this person is, though. But they have some sort of a contract here for energy. I don't know if this is gas. If this is gas or something else, but there's a partnership here for energy, and here's Erdogan here. And here is abusing his father, perhaps due to that conversation that was in the server that they bugged. They got into that room and bugged it and recorded it, because there's evidence as well of money laundering this way. I'm so sorry that you didn't receive the notification, Roses. Let me see. Trump skimming money from agencies earmarked by other things. Yeah, Kushner is using WhatsApp to communicate with MBS. It was his idea to establish the back channels, and some news agencies state that he sanctioned or approved. Yes, that's what we're talking about, Jace. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, because his grand tableau that we did in September was showing the main thing that was coming in was the death and dismemberment of Khashoggi up here, of the investigative journalist. He was dismembered, cut, literally cut, with the scythe back in the house of Fox. This could be technology on voice communications in technology, so like a smartphone here. So that could be in regards to that WhatsApp. But there's technology here that was bugged. There's something wrong with it. It was bugged by, besides the betrayal of the government and his betrayal of the government, if this is a phone call that's taking place like on a smartphone. It was bugged by this institution here, an institution that's symbolized by the moon. Yeah, there's a contract for money here, or for energy, for energy. Hi, Teresa. Sorry, we're doing we're revisiting the grand tableau for Jared Kushner. What do you guys want me to look at? Because here it's showing he's got a target on him this way because of Trump. But Trump is currently protecting him, but he's got a target on him this way. This way it shows, because here's a subpoena to go to trial or go to court. This way he's in huge trouble. It's like there's a sudden decision, he's guilty, and then isolation here. This is big problems, huge problems. And it has to do with that partnership to this person up here, MBS. Let me see, what are you guys saying? This way I do. Do I see him handcuffed? This way, yes, because he's got the cross right behind him. Okay, so that is, he's burdened, multiple burdens. It's not just one. And it lands in the house of the crossroads. So he could also be involved with communications with MBS for election interference and investigating child. So, and from, I believe it was the first and second grand tableau, I had said that he was one of the ones that was setting up back channels for money to come in, dirty money. So he's looking like it's not just one problem, it's multiple problems. It looks like he's got problems for the elections. He's facing a big problem for the death of Khashoggi here. He's facing a problem for stealing secrets and verbally transmitting them to MBS here. He's facing problems for money laundering here. He's facing problems for something to do with a contract for energy, quite possibly with an institution that is symbolized by the moon. So that could be Turkey. And he's also looking at problems perhaps with personal real estate here. He's looking at problems for something that he's doing overseas, an overseas transcript, a verbal transcript, or a foreign policy here. He's in trouble for that. He's in trouble for what is this? He's in trouble for something that this man, his father-in-law did that he knows about. I mean, this guy is in a world of trouble. So this way I see it, this way I see it. When it happens, I don't know, because the timeline that was set for this grand tableau was from October of this year till April 2020. And as you can see, we only have 3 columns to work with. So it's kind of hard for me to try to pinpoint exactly when that happens. But he's in trouble, you guys. He's in trouble. Here on the corners, we're seeing news of a death. I don't know if he has a park or the family has a park that closes down. I don't know if this is Rudy Giuliani or other assistants that are working with Turkey, because this is closest to Turkey. If Ukraine is in here, I don't know where it is. And the long-term partnerships that they've had. There's a partnership here that is false, that betrays our government and our institution. And then here's MBS getting involved. It's his ties to MBS and everything he's been doing with MBS, but there's a whole world of trouble too, as well. Yeah, he knights to Ivanka here, and he's got the clouds right here. She knights here, he knights there. He's got MBS directly above him, so MBS has, he's beneath MBS's feet, like he's subservient to him. even though there appears to be a friendship, it's like this person has rulership over him. If he doesn't has his papers to work for foreign countries, he's in trouble. Yeah, well, there's paperwork for something that's going on overseas, a foreign transcript, a foreign bank record of some sort. And I believe that when we did the original tableaus, I was saying he was the one that set up the back channels for foreign money to come into the family and to the properties. He's in trouble for that too. His marriage this way, yeah, it's looking like it. If this is Ivanka, she has the scythe and the cross right here. So these are not good cards from her to him. It's looking like this would be somebody that's single this way with the woman, the heart, and the garden. This would be a person that is single. If this is the love between them, look, it gets cut off here to him. And then the marriage has the king of clubs right before it with the clouds. The marriage is in trouble. There's a block here somehow. So I don't know if this is talking about him going to trial and being isolated with handcuffs, and then therefore she is single this way, because he's surrounded by really bad cards moving forward, going ahead. So yeah, she looks like she's going to be single. I don't know when. Both of these cards are around the spring this way. This is the fall. This one doesn't really have time. But their marriage is not good. There's like, you know, and it's weird because they just celebrated their 10th anniversary, you know? Is that right, you guys? Noel, this is good. Ivanka will kick his ass and someone will kick her ass. No, she's not. She's not. No, but it's showing that she becomes single here, or she just has a love of being out in public. But this is normally a single person. Oh yeah, they just celebrated their marriage at their anniversary at Camp David. I mean, that's disgusting. It's just they've completely shat all over all of the institutions. Carly Kloss, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. They have 2 children. Because here's news. Well, here's news about a child for the elections this way. And we know everything that's happened with the whistleblower. He's involved in foreign policy for election interference with MBS. Well, from this, I can't really tell if she flips. I just see that she's either single or she just loves socializing and being out in the public. However, the garden lands in the house of Coffin. So there may be news coming in that there's like a park that gets shut down because it lands in the house of Coffin, and then and then you have the mountain right behind it. But I don't, and that shows up in Trump's grand tableau too, on the one that original that I did, the one that I just posted the other day, the one that Marie from Marie's Table did. It shows up in that grand tableau. So I don't know if they lose the parks where people go to have fun, because it's in the house of Coffin and it's got the mountain right behind it. So that could mean that gets shut down. If I go this way, they expose something, unless it's in regards to the inaugural committee, a big party, they expose something there that has that's guilty for the elections. That exposes her part in it for money this way with the garden. So she could be in trouble for that. I would have to do a grand tableau on her for that one. Yeah, they have skating rinks in New York, but I don't think it's this. This is more like the garden is more like a big, huge grassy park. Like I was saying earlier, just in case you just arrived, there's a state park in New York. It's out in the suburbs that's named after Trump. It's DJT State Park. And I just read yesterday that New York is trying to rename that park to Heather Heyer, the young woman that was killed in Charlottesville by that racist that ran his car into everybody. So that's up on the ballot to change the name of that park. So maybe that's what this is in reference to, that he loses a park. Let me see. What else do you guys want me to look at here on this grand tableau? Yeah. He's got 2 parks there, Scott, and they're named after him, but they're state parks. So maybe that's what gets closed. Will Jared flip on Trump? He may, once they present him with the evidence. Because he betrays an institution, he betrays, and it's right over here, right over Trump, and he knights, well, it's like in this line here. It looks like he does, but he goes down for everything else. I can't ask, or I don't know why Trump moved his residence off of this tableau. This one's Kushner's. Yeah, that would be great to change the name of the park. I think it's on the ballot for this year. Towards the end of the year. Will Berta Berry, will the monster in the White House file bankruptcy soon? Okay, so I can't tell you from this one because this is Jared Kushner, okay? I'd have to look at Donald Trump's grand tableau. You look at Trump's grand tableau. Let me see. He loses properties. He has properties in real estate that shut down, and his money's tied in there. However, they're investigating him and his money, and that is what causes the properties to shut down. And I don't know if the properties shut down because the government takes, like the states take them. And I remember in his original grand tableau, it showed Rico. Like Rico was all over it. And then here he's got money laundering really, really close to him this way. But it's like they've stashed money overseas in properties or real estate overseas. And I don't know what real estate they have overseas. Does Jared know they are on to him? Does he have knowledge? I don't think he does. because he's got the clouds right here. He's got the clouds close by. He's got the scythe over him. It's like he doesn't. I don't think he knows, because he's got the. If this were his knowledge of it, and see, he knights over here to the key. If this is him having knowledge, he doesn't know. He's got the clouds right in between. I don't think he knows. And it's like they're watching him. He's being watched. Let me see. He's being, what house is that in? It's like he's being watched, but he doesn't know that he's being watched. Let me go back to this. It's like they're watching him. And it's not just people here that are watching him, it's people from overseas as well, and manipulating him as well. He's very, very, very easy to manipulate, this guy. He's got the fox in the house of Clover down here. That goes here, that goes here, that goes here, goes here, 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 here. Exposes Ivanka Trump and her role in it, and their criminality, and laundering here, foreign policy. Yeah, it's like he's easy to manipulate, and they're watching him, but he doesn't know that he's being watched, not just by people here, but people abroad. And they're manipulating him to for foreign policy, because the most important thing to him is money. It's money. Yeah, you're right, Scott. They probably do have all the scouts out on all these people, all of them. And I'm like, and when I did that this part 2, I was seeing all kinds of people here. The Pompeos, the Barrs, the Trumps, the assistant to those people, a man that has a lot of money. Here's a bank, the IRS. So everybody that's currently in the administration, it's like they don't know. They don't know the evidence that they have on all of them, because it's all back here in that black box that has the conversations. Wonder if they have tarot readers at their service. Melania has one. I don't think he does, because if we're looking for a deck of cards, we would look at the book. I don't think he has one. It's like he's suspicious of it. I'm wondering if he relies, if we're going to go there, I would wonder if he relies more on astrology than he does tarot, because he got the stars right below it. But he probably thinks that information is false here. Can Adam Schiff get into the black box? Oh boy, let me see if I can find Adam Schiff. Where would Adam Schiff be? I think Adam Schiff would be here. This person here with the house is being the King of Hearts. He's in the government. It's like Trump's in the way here. And Kushner is protected by Trump. And it's not close to him. But that's weird though, because you would think the Gang of 8 would have access to it. You guys, do you guys mind if I close this out? I'm going to go clean my cards real quick, and we're going to jump into like yes, no's. Because you guys are coming up with all kinds of questions that I don't think I can just answer on that one tableau. Is anything showing up as far as body recorders? They've bugged something, and I don't think it's in a body. I think it would be like, because we have the birds here and it catty corners here to the stars. It's like they've put technology, but the stars goes back to the dog. Huh. I would have to ask a yes, no, because it's kind of hard to see it from here. Because I'm seeing phone calls that are being bugged and watched, and then there's a phone call here. I don't know if this is a WhatsApp or a smartphone, but there's a conversation about money laundering, and there's also a conversation here about laundering money through it's a different currency. It's like tech money. I don't know if that's it's not Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. There's a conversation about laundering through cryptocurrency here as well, down this diagonal. Let me see. Do you guys mind if I go clean these off real quick? I'll be gone for like just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's look at Mitch McConnell. Boom. News about Trump coming in, abusing power, the elections, blocked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 papers coming out of the House, something to do with a child that's false. There's Mitch McConnell. And the House. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see what this schmuck is doing. His wife is all the way down here. She's nervous about the money. The money's going to be the key that they're getting from overseas or from the Department of Transportation. He's in agreement with a friend. I don't know if that's Lindsey Graham. Wife is guilty here. All right. Let's see. Oh, Mitchy Mitch. Okay, I'm sorry. Did anyone? Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna write this down so I can see what's. Well, there's news coming in about Trump abusing something in regards to the election with these three. Moscow Mitch. Let's see here. His wife, Elaine Chao, she's worried about the money that they're getting from overseas this way. And oh. No way. Hold on, you guys. 15, 20, 18, 25, 11, 2, 31, 19, 22. Foreign election interference here. Let me see. 7, 24, 14, 8, 21, 16, 29. Oh, he's got the cross right on him, you guys. The cross is on him. And then he's keeping secrets about money. He's keeping big secrets about money that he's been trying to bury for a long time. Let me see. 27, 30, 23, 10, 32, 13. MBS is right here. 34, 12, 35, 28, 17, 33, 9, 4, 6, 3, 1. Okay, so here's a couple of things to note. I wanted to see from now until next year. Well, I can't. He's at the very top of the tableau, but as you can see here, I only have one column to look ahead. Okay, so it's not letting me see too far ahead at all. It's only showing me all this stuff back here that he has to deal with. And usually when the significator lands towards the end, that means that they're like on the precipice of a major change. Okay, so what's coming in is news about Donald Trump abusing and bullying people from overseas for the election this way. The House has been blocked, but they're bringing forth articles that had to do with some trouble that was going on with a child. He's lying about something. I don't know if he's lying to the House or he's lying to his family, but he's lying and then there's a loss here. I'm not sure if this is talking about the Republicans losing the House, but he's lying and then there's a loss here either for him or the family or the Republicans in the House, which doesn't make sense because, he's in the Senate. Elaine Chao is right here. So he's over her. She's worried about the money that they're making from overseas or the money that's coming in from overseas, or perhaps has to do with money with the ship that could be like vehicles. But the tower is way over here, so I can't say the Department of Transportation. It's like it's stuff coming in from overseas. This is an older man. It could be her father. This way here, something perhaps around her father's shipping company. It's kind of hard to tell, but she's worried about being found out where the money's coming from. Perhaps this could quite literally be on a boat. And here is the transportation or the transfer of drugs this way. Transferring, leaving and returning, important. And then this right here could be drugs, and it's linked to her. She has the cross right under her. She has the snake here, the scythe there. The scythe lands in her house. She's lying about something and she's about to be cut off. Or she's getting something cut off from her. If this is her father, she's doing something and she's sneaking around and being suspicious, and it has to do with legislation, perhaps. Because the fox goes back over here. We're seeing that she's being investigated for her contracts or contracts that she's been giving to perhaps friends here, because this is a partnership with a friend in a large organization or large group. Also could quite possibly, well, no, it's a group. It's an organization that has to do with the elections here. But she's in trouble for that. He's carrying a serious burden. He's got the cross right on him. He's got a serious burden. There's an investigation going on. There's the guilt, and then there's the cutoff here. And then there's a phone call here or a meeting to deliver these gifts. And like I said, this way it's looking like drugs. So if this is some sort of surveillance from, I don't know if this would be like the FBI, the CIA, it's an institution that is covert, undercover, they're looking at stuff. They may have him and her in a conversation about transporting drugs here via ships, on ships. Let me see what else. He's hiding money. He's hiding money. Hiding money. Let me look at the money. There's a transfer of money here that gets cut off. The father has money, and then there's drugs here. Stealing money gets exposed. This could be money for healthcare as well that they're trying to cut off. Money for prescription drugs here that they're trying to cut off. Money for elections as well. Money for the elections here as well. But she looks like she's stealing money from multiple sources, or she's stealing money for elections. And it exposes corruption. It exposes what she's been doing or what she's been stealing. But the garden is way over here, so I can't say that they're stealing public funds. What are you saying? Probably the fentanyl from China. Yeah, it's like they're transferring drugs here. This is like prescription drugs here. But they're stealing it though. They're stealing it. Why would they be stealing money from the dude? Does Mitch McConnell and his wife have their own drug cartel? Like, that would blow my freaking mind. Yeah, her father peddles drugs. It's how they got wealthy. Yeah, they're hiding money because it's dirty. They're stealing it. But I can't see what's coming up ahead for him because he lands over here. So I can only see one row ahead. But for the row ahead, there's big trouble coming to the family in regards to news that's coming in from overseas that exposes something that has been happening for a long time that shows that he's guilty. And then we have, yeah, it's like he may be exposed for corruption here with the key landing in the House of Mice for corruption and then transferring like drugs. Let me see. Ooh, metal and a cross star crystal. Oh, okay. Chow's family shipping company has been busted shipping hard drugs several months back. Yeah, this is like, I can only see his past. I can only see that the family's going to have big, big problems about news that's coming in from overseas. That's all I can see. In the corners here, we're seeing news about Trump, an end to the family or property that gets shut down. There's news about Mitch's reputation and the partnerships that he has and his marriage, the ring lands in his own house. There's going to be news coming in about Mitch McConnell's marriage, his partnerships, his agreements. And it's looking like it's in the family. There's something going on in this family with Mitch McConnell, his wife, perhaps his father-in-law here. I'm seeing MBS here as well. A moneyed man here. There's an older man, a moneyed man, a younger woman here, a younger man here, an older man here, and a woman here. There's something going on with these characters. I don't know if they're all in agreement to steal money or get money from overseas via a drug cartel that her father owns. Does Trump get a cut of that? A cut of the money that they're stealing? It's hard to tell because he's all the way up here. The money's all the way down here. And it's money for elections, and it's also money that back channels to money, back channels to steal money. But she is in trouble big time. There's abuse, lying, her, a cut, and then something that sticks. It's like a permanent cut to her. And then there's a child, perhaps her father, and then she's doing a bunch of sneaky stuff, and she gets caught for it. Or, this could be investigating her partnerships, her and Mitch McConnell's, and that's what brings them trouble. But I can't see ahead. Let me see what else. I wonder if Mitch wasn't pushed down the stairs by Elaine. I don't know, because he's up here, she's down here. The abuse card would be up here. So I can't tell if he had a fall. Let me see. I wonder if Russia is aware of this and holding over McConnell. Well, if we were to look at Russia, it would be these people. This person here, and they're on the same line. They are on the same line. What's that guy's name that he just approved to build that factory in Kentucky? What was his name? Does anybody know the name of it wasn't Firtash. It was the guy that Mitch McConnell just lifted, not really, well, yeah, kind of sort of lifted sanctions on for them to build the factory in Kentucky. Let me see. Yeah, it starts with Dmitry. No, it wasn't Dmitry Firtash, because that's the guy that's locked up in the Ukraine. I can't remember his name either. Because here's a man that has money right here. So maybe there's a partnership with him and they're skimming off. They're stealing from that as well. From this guy. I mean, not that he doesn't know. If this is a man, he has knowledge. And this is also because money, the fish lands in the House of Crossroads. This could mean literal money for like roads, bridges, anything that you would use to travel on by vehicle. Deripaska, thank you so much, Jace. Yeah, this could be Deripaska here because it's a man that has money. This could be, if we read this Literally, this is like a team of workers, like construction workers, people that could be working in a mine digging stuff up. He has money there, so it looks like, and it's important coming in from overseas. So it looks like, I'm wondering if they're looking into that agreement that went into the state of Kentucky, because there's an investigation here. So they could be looking at the money that is supposed to be being used for roads, the people that are working there, and then stealing money from there because there's corruption. Yeah, Oleg Deripaska, thank you. Yeah, he's right here. He's right there. And it looks like they've been negotiating that for a long time. And Mitch McConnell was involved, and he's got the cross right on him. That's coming back to bite him in the ass. Man, this guy's in trouble. There's something going on here as well with his health. His health, there's an illness here, and then there's the cross, and then there's this. This is not close to him, okay? It's not close to him at all. But there's some sort of an illness going on here with him. And then this way, it's looking like he may be traveling, coming up, maybe on travel far away, perhaps to his home state here. But there's two women here that are important. One may have had something to do with ships, or perhaps, no, this one doesn't. This one here looks like she has to do with ships. So I don't know if this is the person that's competing with him that is a veteran, even though she has the lilies this way. Perhaps this is the veteran that's running against him. She was in the Marine Corps, which falls under the Department of the Navy. He may have problems with her, so he may be traveling to address that for the elections coming up, and perhaps trying to get more money pumped into his campaign. But he's in trouble. Chow is being investigated for not relinquishing her shares in a gravel company. Yeah, there's money on roads. There's money that has something to do with roads. Yeah, roads here. But what's weird is the roads, there's something going on with, this could be quite literally the cars on the roads. But it's, excuse me, I saged my cars and now I'm choking out. It could also be back channels for money that's coming in from overseas. Yeah, she's got all the bad cards, you guys. Look, she's nervous. She's got this over her head, this here, this here, this here. She may think she can get away with it. Like, if we look at this, she may think that she can weasel out of this. And, cut loose and well, where's the writer? Writer's over here, cut loose and run away from it. But they're hiding money, and that's going to be exposed. This man here has no solution. The coffin lands back in the house of Key. The Key lands in the house of Mice. The Mice lands in the house of Mountain. That goes back to the house that goes here. They have no solution to this problem. And the Key is closer to him than it is to her, because he's only one card removed and it's right behind him. So perhaps she thinks that she can get away with it because of his proximity to the solution. Perhaps protection from this man up here because he's above them. But she's got trouble all around her, What else do you guys want to see? Trump hired a bunch of crooks. Yes. Well, here we're seeing the articles of impeachment here, an article to remove. He's shitting his pants about it. I'll tell you that. He's crapping his pants about it. He's like between a rock and a hard place here. The votes that are coming in right now are not looking good for him, for the Republican Party, for the conservatives here. But it looks like he thinks he has the solution, and the solution is just more fundraising here. Oh my gosh, you guys, you know what I saw on the TV yesterday? They were saying that the RNC knew that the emails were going to be leaked. Like, they knew about it. They knew when they were going to be leaked. So I'm wondering if they're going to start investigating the RNC as well, because they knew what was happening and they didn't say anything. I haven't done Pence. Will he leave office soon? You guys, I'm telling you that my grand tableau shows an end in December. The original that we did back in May. Well, Levin Igor flip. Well, let me show you something, you guys. I'm going to share with you Marie's grand tableau that she had done for Donald Trump. And it was quite interesting. She did this on the 31st of October, and she went 3 months ahead. So from the 31st of October till the 31st of January. So let me share that with you guys, because it shows the two stooges, Lev and Igor, talking. Let me see. Right here. And then the child. Where's the child? The child here. Then we got the crossroads here. And then we got the bouquet right here. Okay, then we got the heart here. And then we have the key. Where is the key? Here. And then we have the cross. Where's the cross? Here. Okay, nice. Nice. Man. And then fish. Where's the fish? Where's the fish? Right here. And then we got the dog. This was here. The dog. The dog. The dog. It's right there. The moon. Right there. The garden. Right there. The woman up here. The whip. Right there. The house. Right there. The ship. The ship is there. The sun. The book. The bouquet. Or the lilies, sorry. Lilies. God dang it. That one, this one. Okay, there's that. Clouds. Clouds. Ship. Cloud stork. Okay. Oak Mountain. Number 17, 15, 25. Okay, got 7, 10, 8, 14. Okay, this is the grand tableau that Marie from Marie's Table did, and she sent it to me to look at. Here's Trump. Lev and Igor, a pair right here, a pair of advisors speak. They use their voice to speak in the House. And they also, he knights here, he knights here. The birds in this tableau lands in its own house. So that's really important. There's going to be more hearings, and these two will speak. So far, we've only heard about one that's speaking. And I think his name is it the Lev guy? He speaks to the House because remember, Trump was like, oh, I don't know him. I don't know him. Well, he looks like he's pretty pissed off and confused. Lev is this way because he wants to speak about the recognition that, yes, Donald Trump did know him. Okay, so he's going to speak. What's interesting is up here, it's showing there's news about health, an opportunity to separate, and an offer to go away, far away. It is health related here, here, and here. This is what opened up Marie's tableau. If we look at Trump, he's got the mice right over him. Okay, he's worried or he could have an illness, but it's the mice in the house of the whip, so it's chronic. It could be chronic anxiety, chronic worry, chronic stress. It could be also in regards to an illness. It's right over him, and he is crapping his pants about the money transcripts. Right here. This is public funds getting out, being transferred overseas, and they're going to show the partnership with Russia. If this is a person, it is a very large, heavy person who is the boss of everybody. This man right here. Okay. He is crapping his pants right now about the public funds coming out, his taxes, because there's huge, there's something wrong with his taxes big time. It's he lied on them here. The snake lands in the house of what do you call this? The key. This guy knows something about this guy down here, and this is not Vladimir Putin. This is the boss of everybody. He's got the king of clubs right over him, catty cornering him. This man right here is the boss, and he is big trouble. This person. Let me see. Yeah, he's worried about exposing his partnerships to this guy. And it's not Vlad, it's Vlad's boss. Also here, we're seeing the parks getting shut down as well. Either a park or him no longer being in the public here, down this row. This was her row for October 31st. But since it's so close to November, I'm going to read this as November and then December here. And, you know, this would be like January or December in a couple of weeks, and then January in a couple of weeks until you get to, actually, no, it would be from here to January. He's not, they're going to give him an offer to leave due to health conditions. Walk away. And then here, we're seeing that his properties, his family, everybody that he's tried to block, the house that he's tried to block from getting his taxes here, there is big trouble, and then he takes an opportunity to leave. Here, this is an action card. He's leaving this way. There's action here, money laundering this way. Lying and cheating on his taxes this way, exposing a partnership to the boss over here. what else am I saying? He has the keys to the institution, financial institution. This could be the IRS. It could also be a bank. He has the keys to it, and he's lied to something there. He's lied on something there. But that gets exposed. If the key lands back in the house of dog. If this is Munchkin's in deep crap. For something that he's been doing. Let me see. The monster in the White House is looking stressed and haggard. Yeah, he's quite stressed. He's got the mice right over him. Yeah, he does want to stay in power. It's not looking like it though, you guys. Yesterday he said he might stay in power 4, 5, 8, 20 if he still has strength. Yeah, no. We don't do that shit here in America, homie. Go to Russia. Let me see. Simon, yes, that's the boss right here, and he has partnerships with him. Let me see. What do you guys want me to see or look at here in Marie's GT? Trump couldn't build a golf course on the land, so donated it as a park in the 90s. Yeah. Well, there's a park that gets shut down. Or the Lilies is way up here, so I can't really say a resort where people go to vacation. But there's money here going into an organization that's from overseas where people leave and return. So this could be also money that's being poured into his resorts and stuff from overseas. But those if this is the parks, they're not good. They shut down. Is he going to try what and leave to Russia? It looks like he's going to try to stay and fight here. This woman here, Ivanka, is in his ear to leave. She is in his ear to when this guy goes to speak, Lev and Igor, when they go to speak, because they will use their voice to acknowledge that yes, he does know who they are, and that these people may have been the intermediaries. She's going to be in his ear to get out. It looks like he's going to want to stay and fight. But like the family's going to run into so much crap. Like there's a storm brewing there. And then that shows him going far away here. But then whatever trip he's taken is not good. And then there's money that gets cut off here. His permanent stability here with the money that he was making gets cut off this way. He loses money here. Here, with the fish knighting over here, bankruptcy. Money in his properties, bankruptcy. Money in parks, shut down. And it's like the IRS and the banks here. Where's the crossroads up here? What's in the house of the crossroads? Yeah, he's bankruptcy and properties getting shut down. It looks like this says here that he tries to take a trip and transfer over here. This could be Russia. But I don't think he makes it because this is right below it. If he tries to, or if the family tries to leave, they don't make it. This is Ivanka here. There she is with the clouds right by her. There's going to be problems around those machines that she has for the elections, there's going to be problems around there. That is going to be investigated. I don't know when they start investigating those machines, but the Stars lands in the house of Fox. There's problems around those machines for the elections with the clouds being right under it. That's going to come under investigation, but I couldn't tell you when. But the timeline for this was between October 31st to January. So I don't know, you guys. We'll have to see. He's lying on the books. He's lying on the books that have to do with this guy here. This could also be Junior up here, even though she designated Junior to be the child. Or this could be a friend of the family. So I don't know. No, that's not Rudy. Someone that's well, this could be Jared Kushner because he's closest to Ivanka. Okay, let me see. He's lying on the books. Kushner here. He's blocked. He's having problems. Trump is blocked and having problems. This guy wanted relief from those blocks to money. They're exposing something that she was trying to shade over that had to do with the elections for an opportunity to cheat and steal something chronic here or sex with a child. Contracts that become exposed to the public or in a large group of people for him and his institution transferring out in the winter brings an end. It's like by the time we get to the winter, there's an ending in the winter, you guys. Like I said, hers is very short. Hers is only from the end of October till January, but there's an ending in the winter here. My grand tableau shows an ending in December. I don't know if when these guys go to speak to the House, if it's public. Down here, it looks like if this is, what's his face, the two amigos, Igor and his buddy, they speak in public. It'll be a public hearing. This is speaking to a committee. It's public. Okay. And this was her column, October 31st. I'm wondering if these two are like 2.5 of these are December and then January, but this is showing an ending by the winter as well, and an offer to separate due to health. It could be something to do with his heart here. Because this would be the health of the heart. The heart is in the house of Scythe. This could be in regards to, this right here could be heart disease. And the heart is in the house of Scythe. So this may be in regards to needing some sort of heart surgery for heart disease, perhaps something that requires a bypass to open something up. Him, and then he's no longer in public. I'm going to err on the side of caution again when I talk about someone passing, because this could be just a park shuts down. It could be that he's no longer in the public, and it could be that this is a cemetery. I'm just going to leave that there. But it looks like they're going to give him an offer to leave by the winter. But it looks like he tries to stay and fight because of his taxes and the freaking amount of trouble that he's in for lying on his taxes, because that he loses money there too. And then if that happens, there's bankruptcy here. Houses, that shut down, property that shuts down. I don't know if he has properties overseas, or homes that are overseas. And if those can be shut down as well, because down this way, it's like those get shut down. And over here, it says that he's been cut off and transferred. So we're at an hour and 37. Let me see. Breaking news, public hearings start next. Yep, I heard that. Thank you so much, Roberta. So we'll all be tuned in to watch the public hearings. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out here. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me while I had all those tech issues yesterday. Mercury retrograde has really screwed me up. Like I couldn't get the live to go live. My iPad totally died on me. This one is the new one that they just replaced because it completely died. It was only like 2 years old. My work computer took a crap. I mean, it was hell over here yesterday with Mercury retrograde. I was like, no. So thank you you guys so much for being so patient with me with that. So I'm going to shut that off here, you guys. And I'll try to get some readings on Fridays. So just let me know. Tom Hartman blacked on us today. Huh. Thank you, Noel. Thank you so much. Just let me know in the comments when this goes, when it posts, because there's just so much crap and it's happening so quickly that it's like, hey, they, So, and these tableaus, I can't do them in like an hour, So thank you all so very much. Thank you to Noel for moderating. Thank you to Jermaine for moderating. Thanks to Ona for moderating. You guys, please check her out. She's amazing. You're going to absolutely love her. It's Ona's Tarot. And if you go to my channel, where it says who I'm subscribed to, you'll find her there. Okay. So Shannon, thank you so much. This is a great group. And if you guys could, if you would please send prayers and just healing energy to Violeta's husband. I got the news today from Jen Lin and Ganga and everyone else that her husband is not well, and she's our fairy godmother, so we have to make sure that her and her family are doing well, and her son Lashek and, just her. So let's send some prayers out to her and to Linda G for all the fires and everything that's going up north. Luckily, I'm down south, Southern California, south of LA. So nothing here so far, knock on wood. And thank you all so very, very much. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.